Welcome to round 5 of the Nationwide Tracking Systems V8 Evolution Championship. This week, racing at the sunny Silverstone circuit in the rural setting of Northamptonshire, England. Championship currently being led by Alex Court, closely followed by Sean McNamara, but things look a little bit mixed up tonight with a surprise grid shake-up. The organisers have decided tonight's the night for the reverse grid. Sit back and enjoy this one. Welcome, co-commentator Ben Morris. How's it going tonight?
How are you, Jamie? Good, mate. Look, I think this is going to be pretty exciting with a mix-up on the grid. That and a quite abrasive track where we're seeing tyres drop off after a couple of laps. I think it's going to really mix it up. So you're going to have to be careful sending it down the side and picking your braking points coming from the back of the grid. Should be a really good one to watch.
Championship leader tonight in a different livery with the autism awareness livery to watch out for. He'll be starting from position 31 tonight. So
31.
guys are going to have a little bit of patience in a 30-lap race.
Absolutely.
A little bit of patience, but a bit of urgency as well, having to push their way through the field. Want to mention our kind sponsors, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, our major sponsor, Nationwide Tracking Systems. Again, big thanks to them supporting this season and the racing that we've been having so far. A Bruzy Racewear, of course, for your racewear needs. Track Racer, get yourself a rig. They're brilliant. I've got one. I love it. If they're listening.
What one?
That's the Track Racer, just in case anybody's listening. Dripping Paints Graphics, Race Management Services, Coghlan Engineering, who do all the setups for the cars, and Track Cams for Gourmets, obviously allowing us to see all of this wonderful racing that we've been watching. And again, as you mentioned there, Jamie, as well, JP Simshed there running the autism awareness livery on the cars, raising awareness for autism. So fantastic cause.
Awesome. So Luke Holland was the unlucky guy to qualify with the fastest lap tonight at 104.8 and very kindly shuffled to the back of the grid. Very disappointed after 250 laps of practice and qualifying. His award for being the fastest in qualifying is to start from the back.
Yeah, look, I'm sure he's a little bit disappointed by that, but I think he'd take solace in the fact that he's got pace. He's obviously very comfortable with the setup and the track, and I think we'll be definitely keeping an eye on him. We've probably seen a little bit of pace from him in the previous rounds. I've just watched Scott McCune being taken out there.
Scott McCune and
getting a bit of nudgy.
You're the man, Luke Holland. He's just getting that front bumper ready for the action that might be in store for it tonight.
Yeah, should be great. Hopefully we don't hear any chatter about that. It's probably just a minor braking issue there, maybe undecided. But I've noticed that they've a lot of the top guys also have been practicing that entry into the pit lane. It can catch you out. It's pretty high speed, and if you haven't got your marker right there and your brakes on point, you're going to be over the limit and at the risk of a penalty.
Every race so far this season, it has been a critical part of the race strategy, the pit stop, when you take it and how much fuel you put in and how quickly you can do that in lap and out lap, and the traffic other side of it as well. So we'll keep an eye out for that big time tonight.
Absolutely. So, it'll be good to watch down that back straight into that right-hander, because it's you can actually brake really deep into that really late.
Go corner. The end of the hanging straight.
That's the one, mate. And it can really, if you've got the confidence, you can really. You
can hang it around the outside sometimes.
Well, yes, you can, mate. You can. I think we've been at a couple of races like that, haven't we? So it's certainly one where you got to have full commitment and real trust in the driver around you as well.
There's 1 and 2 really exciting corners as well. Turn 1, literally just a lift, maybe a downshift into fourth gear.
Yep.
Through there about 160 kilometres an hour. Through Abbey.
It puts a bit of punishing on that front left tyre, doesn't it?
And then Farm after that, 185k. Trying to pull it up. Not easy for Village, which is a second gear right-hander. We got Benjamin Saron on pole position for tonight's race. And Sean Pidwell, Mitch Campbell, Dean Williams, Riley Simons, Aaron Caldwell, and Tim Mulford. They'll be some of the names at the front of the grid early on. So they can stay there. That's going to be a little bit exciting for some of these guys. And been with the opportunity to be leading early days in the race.
Well, it's a different type of pressure
Interesting
too,
to see
isn't
how
it, at the front?
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle that pressure, whether they can stay clean, maybe make a break and away from the pack, and see if they can hold on before those fast guys work their way through the field.
Absolutely. One bit of advice that you'd give, Jamie, for someone leading, let's say for the first time, what would be the one piece of advice you'd say to them?
I would say just try and find a nice bit of clear track and put in laps that you feel comfortable with. Try and eliminate the mistakes and consistent laps without making too many big mistakes.
Yeah.
And just concentrate on your own lap speed and don't really focus on rear vision mirror.
100%. I think eyes forward, run your own race, let everybody crash around you.
You can only hope they crash. It's always a good thing when you see somebody go off in your mirror. Just relieves a little bit of pressure there.
Yep, or a bit of door banging behind you. You think, keep going, boys. I'll just keep not making a mistake.
Yep, that's what you hope for. You hope the cars behind you get into a bit of a battle. And, it makes life a lot easier when they start battling behind you, and you can extend the gap a half a second here, a half a second there. They're still battling and door banging and bumping wheels through the long corners.
That's it.
So, yeah, tricky little track, this Silverstone. I don't really enjoy it. I enjoy the longer track, but some features about it that make it an interesting proposition. The bumps as you head on through the loop, really awkward to set the car up for an important corner that leads onto the hangar straight.
Yeah,
and then the 260k run, you get up to 260 kilometers an hour for Stowe Corner. You try not to lock the front wheels.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's the end of the practice session. Boys will be gridding up very soon.
Here we go. They're starting to populate now because they're keen to go.
No messing around. Straight onto the grid.
Straight onto the grid.
And they're right around the club corner. They're lined up right around the club corner. We have on pole position Benjamin Saron, Sean Pidwell, Mitch Campbell, Dean Williams, Riley Simons, Darren Caldwell, Tim Mulford, Michael Stewart, Kerr. These are the guys to be good. And I think we just had somebody else, Chris Barnes. Chris Barnes just populated the grid as well. Only seconds away now.
Should be interesting to the first corner. Looking forward to this. Who's your tip? Who's your tip, Jamie?
Oh, that's a hard one with a reverse grid. And they're racing.
Oh, Darren Caldwell's got an absolute cracker.
Will be one to look out for. Our teammate in Phase 4 Motorsport is up to 5th.
Oh, there's a slide back there.
Oh, there is. They've gone off. There's a few cars there involved. One's gone into the fence hard. The gravel.
Safety car on the first lap.
Been called already, Ben.
Wow. No one would have predicted it.
Ever.
The boys have been into it. What a great look. That's a bit of excitement here. Wow.
Who's involved? I'm just having a quick look to see who was involved there. Like Chris Kerr.
Tim Mulford, I think, was involved in that as well. Well. There's some chatter about overtaking after the safety car call now. Everybody's scrambling for positions. Race control will be working it hard. Lee Davis has had a black flag cleared.
Pickett
There's-
involved.
There's chats of a dive bomb. Oof. Chats of a dive bomb there. Now
He's
the boys at the front
involved
here.
early.
The boys at the front here will be thinking, this is all right. I'm still running laps down and I'm in front. So, whew.
Exactly. The guys, Benjamin Saron and Sean Pidd will be happy about this. Ticking over some laps, and
A
guys
shout
at
out
the
to,
back won't be able to pick up any
Shit.
positions at this point in time.
a shout out to Lee Davis in the safety car. I think this is. I'll have to be corrected on this. I think this might be the one or the first or second time we've seen him in the BMW this season, cruising around in the NTS BMW there. Hopefully, I'm hoping that Ben doesn't run in the back of him there the way he's trying to warm those brakes up. So that would be a strategic mistake if he did.
That would be a big error. Something he would be hopefully avoiding. So we've got a pit stop, but too early in the race at this stage to be making a pit stop, and the restricted fuel tank, you would not be able to fit in enough fuel to get to the end. So no one will be jumping in the pits now unless they would have damage to their car that they need repaired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've got one fast repair on these, haven't we, James? Is that correct?
Fast repair, I believe.
Yep.
Siron bringing them through across the start-finish line. Ron still leads from his pole position. Sean Pidwell, Mitch Campbell,
Riley Simons
head up a position. And Williams might have lost out in the first couple of corners there. It looks like he's dropped back a few positions. Darren Caldwell's made up a bit of time.
Great looking car. Look at that. Look at the graphics on that. Fantastic. Flash graphics, I believe, designed that for us. So great piece of art, that one.
Cool. Dumbrell's made up a few positions at the start. Brian Cooper in 6th position.
Now look at that
Darren
paint job.
Caldwell.
Look at that paint job on Brian Cooper's car. That is.
I miss it.
That is something that reminds me of. God, who was that? It'll come back to me.
It's a Hot Wheels type
It is, isn't it?
livery, isn't it?
Loathing Los Vegas or something. I can't remember the name of that thing there, but I'll come back to me.
Trent Gosley in 9th position. Scott McCune in 10th.
Yeah, Tony Gaffer there in 11 as well. He's elevated himself up from the split 2 to split 1, and that's a new paint job for him this year, I believe, as well. Ashley Davis, Chris Barnes.
And Veacock, he'll be one to look out for. I've seen some fast times from him in practice.
And Dean Williams just running a bit of an aero change there with no bonnet. So
Dean Williams started in 4th position on the grid, so he's been one of the unlucky drivers in his first couple of corners.
With the dripping paint graphics on the car and his teammate there, Jamie Davis, beforehand.
Jamie Davis, he's made up 6 positions from his starting grid.
He looks really keen.
He will definitely be one to watch out for. So we're on lap 4 now. Let's hope we can get this thing going pretty quickly now. These guys are running out of laps here.
Yep.
Hopefully the safety car will be in at the end of this lap.
Todd Hayne there, Craig Newell, Mark Duggan back in 19th. He'll be speedy. We'll keep an eye on him. Paul Preston in 20th. Oh, that's the Kathy's Pet Portraits. That's a fantastic piece of livery. Hayden Harrison
Controls
there.
hard at work still, putting these guys out.
Yeah, look, Hayden Harrison.
Might have a few drive-through penalties. We go back to green flag racing. Haven't seen any flags come up on the race control notifications. We had one for Lee Davis. That's been cleared, so been a lucky boy tonight.
He's in the safety car.
He's the safety car.
We thought we'd better let him go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't want the safety car getting a black flag.
I'm just having a look back through the grid here, guys. Martin Turner's got a nice old side swipe down the side of his car there back in 23rd. He's got Blake Warboys behind him. Then we get into the Sean McNamara in 25th. And of course, Sean McNamara. I've got a lazy pineapple in him again today. I'll see how he goes.
Surely not in a reverse grid.
You
You
know,
would have got some decent odds on that then.
the time's
Right,
coming.
we're getting very close to a restart here, hopefully.
Here we go.
Back to the start at the front of the grid. Fine. Oh, we're going to go another lap.
Well, I'm just having
Try
a
to
look
get you
here.
inside of there, but no, another lap. The Benjamin Saron will be one man that's loving this. He'll sit there all night behind the safety car if needs be.
He's loving it. He is loving it.
Get extra points for laps led. That's what he's hoping. Championship.
Just going back through the grid there, Sean McNamara, obviously in the Mustang. Bit of a fan of the Mustang. If,
Why's that, Ben? I've
if you're-
often wondered.
If you're
I've
a
often
first-time
wondered.
listener, it's a nice looking car.
Are you a
Uh,
Mustang fan?
Wow, it's
Is
a
there
long
any
story.
particular reason?
Wow, there's one in the shed, but we can get back to that another time. And I know JP's a massive fan of the Holders, so we like to have a bit of a ripping about that from time to time. Jacob Brewer's behind Sean McNamara there. Marty
okay.
Hanson in the bow repairs, just looking back through the grid. Then we get into Alex Court, the NTS, Nationwide Tracking Systems, major sponsor. Luke
The
Holland.
autism awareness in the Alex Court.
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
Let's have a nice look at that livery.
Yeah. And not far behind there, Luke Holland, obviously our pole. Oh, they're just
Punching up there at the back. What's going on there?
Deary me, boys. Take it easy. No need to.
Car lights out.
Safety car lights out.
Starting time here. Let's rev it up here.
Now, have we lost Michael Dumbrell? I
Had a bit of internet issues there.
I think he might have. Here we go. Benjamin Saron, he's got control of his pack. We'll be getting close to green shortly.
Yeah, I reckon he's already going. Oh, maybe he's not. He hasn't put the boot into it yet.
He's going to have
John
to think
Pitt
about
was
it.
right on his tail.
He
The
is gonna
brakes
have
a little
to think
bit.
about
On the
it.
brakes a little bit. They're all backing up a little
Oh,
bit.
he's
This is going to be
booted
dodgy.
it now.
And they're going. They're off. Lap 6. Back
You
to
can see that.
racing.
Right. Pidwell is not going to. Oh, there's a
Pitt
touch
was
there.
right on.
Touch there, I
There's a
reckon.
little look. Riley
Little-
Simons as well.
Little squirm.
And Caldwell's going up the inside of Riley Simons.
Oof.
Caldwell up to 4th.
Wow.
Saron leads onto Hanger Straight. Running a bit wide, cold tyres. Campbell's going to take advantage of that. Caldwell's going to get himself involved as well up the Hanger Straight. Bidwell's definitely got to slow down there. And that's given Saron the chance to break away.
Caldwell
Caldwell
in the inside.
looking at second.
He's hanging it.
Caldwell side by side.
There's a bit of an off track there. That'll be. Wow. Look at the chop across.
To the Vale chicane.
God, it's still early days, but these guys are racing like it's the last lap, and that's what we love to see.
Campbell in second.
Caldwell.
Caldwell up to second.
I think there might
And
have
the
been a
pit straight.
slowdown there.
I think so too, Ben. Mitch Campbell's got the slowdown.
Yeah, I think that might have come out before the chicane back through there.
Oh, okay. Caldwell, followed by Riley Simons, followed by Brian Cooper, who's run a little bit wide.
Jamie
Moving
Davis.
back to the back of the field, we're looking at Jamie Davis.
And
He's way up through the field.
He is on fire. The two Burrow
happening back here.
Not far behind.
Jamie Davis. And Ashley Davis. I don't know if they're related. We've got the two Redback racing cars having a battle behind there as well. Todd Hayne and Cameron Veacock.
So Jamie Davis going to send it. Oh no, he's getting smart here. This is good. Good smart racing. Oh, he just lost a little bit off the. Just see that? Just move around. He lost a bit of couple of tenths, and that's brought it back into the Bow Repairs car, the Redback racing cars. These boys don't muck around.
8.
Fantastic.
Ready.
And let's see where we are through the field. We've got Alex there kicking up some dust coming through turn 1, looking pretty racy on the back of Scott McCune. Yes.
Having a look. McCune's left him a gap and he's taken it.
McCune left him a barn door there. That was pretty generous.
And he's hit a little bit of the sausage curb.
Oh, that's not too good. But look at the tack. Look at see the attitude of the car coming on the ball there for Alex. He's got that by the scruff of the neck. And there's a bit of action down further as well.
There's action. There's absolutely action going into Stowe Corner.
Oh, look at Laz. Laz is going on the inside there. He's got a bit of damage on the front of that. Looks like he's had a bit of a hit.
I know.
But he's up in behind Hayden Harrison there.
Hayne and Jamie Davis side by side through the corner.
Oof. God, it's happening everywhere.
Big names in the championship. The Hayne has taken fourth position, but Jamie Davis takes it back again.
Oh, great piece of driving by these two guys.
Veacock involved as well.
Well, Jamie Davis just locked the inside there. The boys are scrabbling it behind. Veacock's back down to that one.
This is the first group of the normal front runners working their way up through the field. You got Jamie Davis in 13th, Todd Hayne. Jamie Davis in 12th, Todd Hayne in 13th, and Veacock in 14th.
Yeah,
guys are going to be working their way up through the field very fast.
Todd Hayne looks really racy. He looks like he's just looked after those tyres a bit better than Jamie Davis at the moment because there's been a little bit of battling.
The race control now. Looks like the black flags are being handed out.
Car
Got
74
Chris Barnes with the drive-through.
Oof. He'd be dirty about that. But when there's lots of action happening.
Back at the front, still have Benjamin Saron leading.
He's got
for the second, back to Darren Caldwell.
Now, is he making up time here, Jamie? It looks like it from the camera angles.
Well, they've pulled out another second from Riley Simons, and followed by Trent Gosling and Brian Cooper. Brian Cooper's having a great race.
He is having a great race, isn't he?
These guys are playing it smart at the front. They're keeping it clean. They're not really battling, and this is going to make it very hard for the likes of Jamie Davis, Todd Hayne, Cameron Veacock, Paul Preston to catch them with only 20-odd laps left, but still got the pit stops as well. That's going to be critical.
It will be critical, yeah. And look, the abrasiveness of this track on the tyre is catching. Is going to be the killer, I think. These guys will be quick out of the pits, but that soon stabilises. Look at that. Darren has made
Caldwell a 105.3,
and he's made up 2/10 on Benjamin Sharon. Look, God, looks even
another
closer
3/10 on Riley Simons as well. And Simons is under a little bit of pressure now from Trent Gosling, Brian Cooper.
Oh, yes, fear and loathing in Las Vegas. That's what it reminds me of, that paint job of Brian's.
What was that, Ben?
Fear and loathing in Las Vegas. That's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
That paint job. Grab the movie if you want to have a bit of entertainment.
I might have to look at that one. Might a little bit of Las Vegas action if I can get into it.
Speaking of which, where is Sean McNamara? I've got money on this guy. What is happening? Where is he? Let's see.
McNamara is in position 21. He really hasn't head up as many grounds as you would have liked there, Ben.
Look, he's going to get 20 to go, but it's early days. But it's it. Alex, yeah, but look, Alex is catching him as well. Interesting. Yeah. It's a different type of track, this one, isn't it? You know, I think we're going to see some different sort of results out of this one. What else have we got here through the
Holland
track?
following Alex Court as well, the opposition man. Paddy Turner behind them. So these are some of the big names, the fast guys in the NTS Championship. And McNamara, with Sean McNamara, the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oof. Wow.
A bit of clear track in front of him. A little bit of a battle group just emerging in front of Bill McNamara, the Leonage, Dean Williams, Ed Harrison.
I'll tell you
Harrison
what.
seems to. Oh, and we've got one to the pits. Dean Williams.
I'll tell you what,
Williams
guys.
is the first man to blink.
It's getting a little bit tasty at the front here too. Caldwell's 4/10 off of Saron, and he's
very smart race, and Caldwell as well. They've really gapped it out now to Riley Simons.
Yeah, they've
got a
moved
1.5
away,
second. Yep. These two will be the two to beat, I think. Ron and Caldwell. Will they pit? That's the question now.
What would you do, Jamie?
Where will they find themselves when they come out?
What
I
would
would probably, if I was one of these two, I'd be staying out that clear track in front of them for as long as possible. But the tyres are starting to fall off now. They're into the high 105s.
Yeah, I'd be thinking
See
of
then,
that.
Saron understeer through Stowe. Big
Yeah.
push. The front tyres are burning up.
And that's
Just
gonna
about gone.
That's going to cost him through here, and probably through the first and second corners. He's going to have to lean off them to give him a bit of life back.
We'll be right there to take advantage of any. Oh, and Caldwell runs
Oh.
wide.
Yeah, had to bring the nose back in with a bit of throttle.
It's an off track. That's an off track. Hopefully not a slowdown. Right on him now. Caldwell right on Saron. Having a look. He's having a big look.
Oh, look at that.
Ledge, he's got him side by side with a loop. Side by side. Caldwell's taken the lead.
Great driving, guys.
He's run wide.
He's run wide. It's going to be a... Whoa!
I think he's managed to hold it, but it's got a bad entry on a hanger straight. So Ron's going to... And this is where they're going to hold themselves up. When they start battling like this,
Yep.
Ron's probably made a wise decision. Let Caldwell take the Stowe corner.
Throw it into the pits, boys. That's what I'd be doing. You're going to start slowing yourselves down. But this racing's too good.
Still battling. They're still battling. They're going on for another lap.
Love it. Love it.
You can see the gap to third place has reduced. Ollie Simons and Trent Gosling are closed in by at least a second. By Brian Cooper as well.
Let's see what the gap is. 3/10 and 1.7 back to Riley Simons. Yep, made a full second
managed
up
to
there.
Make that move and hold the lead.
Mm.
Caldwell leads for the first time in this championship.
Great driving by them both as well. They gave each other room. You can see Benjamin Saron, he is not giving up on this one, and fair enough.
Saron, I'd be pitting this lap.
Oh, 100%. Yep. And if I was to, bit of a wiggle there out of the corner from Saron.
Hard on the accelerator.
I'll tell you what though, if I was in front, I'd be thinking about the pits as well. Get it out of the way.
15 of 30, so we're at the halfway mark.
Yeah, now's the time. Get in there, do the undercut, get it out. And
Gaffer.
Tony Gaffer.
Gaffer with Jamie Davis right behind.
Saron's gone
in.
in.
Just past him. Davis has passed him. And Gaffer dives into the pit lane.
And
followed by
Tony Gaffer
Payne as well.
Ooh, dearie me.
Starts to make up time there on the under braking for the pit lane, but it's always a riskier thing as well. But the big names hitting the pit lane now. Todd Hayne. They're all hitting the pit lane now, Ben.
They're all hitting the pit lane. Now the question will be, has Darren stayed out one lap too long?
Ron's pitted. Up on the jacks.
Now it'll be interesting here because it'll be one lap better of tyres that Darren will have. And I wonder if he's taking...
They're all sort of filing out together now.
Well, they might hold each other up. This might be an interesting plan strategy.
Saron does come out in a bit of traffic.
Oh.
Got Dean Williams right behind him. Dean Williams having a look.
Oh,
got him. Fresh warmer tyres.
Oh, Saron up on the
cold tyres. He's going to struggle for grip.
Dripping paints graphic there. Williams snaking around. Saron will be thinking, get him away. But they're racing for position.
Ron now under big pressure from Trent Gosling.
Caldwell in the pits.
Caldwell's in the pits too.
Riley Simons in the pits. Brian Cooper.
I think it's the battle between Trent Gosling and Benjamin Saron is the one to watch.
I think you're right. Absolutely. 100%.
Did the Vale chicane.
And Saron will be.
Ron is
Get
now
out of
being
the
held
way.
up by Williams.
Where is Darren Caldwell? Where is he? He's coming out. He's coming out now. Where's he going to join back in? Where is Saron?
Made up time, Caldwell. He pulls out into traffic as well. He's got Mulford right in front of him. And he's had to lift a little bit there. And look at the battle pack behind Caldwell. Riley Simons, Dean Williams. And Gosling touched by Saron. Gosling sideways through the loop.
Wow.
Now finds himself following Sean Pidwell down the hanger straight. Obviously attacked by Todd Hayne. Gosling's on the radio to race control. Them decide that one. Todd Hayne, though, involved in this battle now.
Campbell going down the pit lane there.
Hayne round the outside. Hanger! Oh, contact with Saron. Saron's in the... No, Gosling that was.
Whoa.
Oh, look out! Big power oversteer. Sean Pidwell finds himself on the grass inside club corner. Losing time, losing positions.
Losing time, wow.
Peacock passes him.
Well,
How did Caldwell end up out of all that? Back to Caldwell at the front. He could be our race leader. He's following Tim Mulford. I don't believe Mulford's been in for a pit stop at this stage.
he has. I think he might have. We're just getting confirmation to check on that.
It'd be a little bit hard to work. Yeah, I think Tim Mulford has been into the... So he's made up a huge amount of time in the pit.
Huge amount of time.
Great strategy.
And
Caldwell pressuring Mulford for the lead.
Caldwell is
or what will be the lead of this race.
Dean Powell soldiering on.
Well, Mulford. Big battle here. Caldwell's got the grip. His car looks hooked up here. Pressuring Mulford with everything he's got. And the pit straight to Abbey. Pit stop has really mixed things up. There's been big battles up and down through the field. They're under race control. Run wide. Caldwell. Caldwell. Mulford side by side. Mulford's lifted. Caldwell's past him.
Wow. How's the racing? How's the respect for each other, Jamie? Fantastic.
Plenty of room given there by Mulford. I think he made a small mistake going into...
I think he did too, yeah.
A little bit too deep.
It's dropped him
back.
Easy to do. Dropped him back a bit there into the Michael Stewart's great paint job on that thing as well.
Under pressure from Riley Simons, followed by Jamie Davis. Jamie Davis has made up huge ground.
Massive.
He finds himself what could be...
Look at the pack.
Place.
Oh, there's a touch.
Oh, there's a tap. There's a tap on Mulford. He's got back on the track. Spun.
No.
Let's bunch them all up as they come through the club corner. Cars everywhere.
Todd Haynes down there. Oh, just under brakes there. Oh.
What we're hoping for with the mixed grid, reverse grid. This is what we're expecting.
100%. Look at this. This is fantastic.
Been too much to watch.
Where to look. Where are we back at the front now? We've got Chris Barnes leading the way, and he has pitted.
Barnes hasn't pitted.
Has not pitted. So our effective leader at the moment is Darren Caldwell.
Absolutely. Well in the Phase 4 Motorsports car. A nice little gap as well. Back to Jamie Davis. And then we've got Dean Williams, who looks like he's pitting. A little bit of damage on the car as well, and they're all bunching up into... Followed by Gaffer, Riley Simons, Todd Hayne, Brent Gosling, Brian Cooper, and Paul Preston.
Good. It's Tony Gaffer up there. It's a strong drive.
Impressed with Jamie Davis and
Chris Barnes is in the pits at the moment.
Hayne as well. Todd Haynes had another impressive drive. managed to keep his car clean, involved in some very close and tight racing.
We've got Luke Holland and Shaw Pimble at the back there, getting nice and racy.
Well onto Hanger Straight, closely followed by Luke Holland.
Just getting the draft there.
Will he make a dive into Stowe? Too far back, but I've seen it done before. He has a look.
He's having a look. That's commitment. Oh, it made him think about it. That's what I like.
Holds a position for now.
Fantastic. Where's he going to go? Inside, outside, inside. Tough into there. Makes you think, though.
Very hard under braking. The rear wheels want to lock up. Actually changing down into second gear.
Slam it through
the
box.
back, step out.
Absolutely fantastic. And look at this. Paul Preston on the back of a Brian Cooper. Trent Gosley, bit of a train here.
Preston moving up the field.
And Todd Hayne on the back.
Started in 23rd.
Well.
The battle is. Definitely where the battle is.
Ashley Davis has been given a drive through for some earlier contact. He won't be too happy about that.
Tony Gaffer in 4th position.
That's a great drive from Tony. I'd like to see him hang on to this. He's a great racer. Jamie Davis with the fastest lap of the race so far, 104.78. Using those fresh tyres. Using those fresh tyres.
Caldwell with a 1.2 second, 1.1 second lead to Jamie Davis. With 7 laps to go. He's going to be feeling the pressure soon from Davis. There's no doubt about that. Just like Todd Hayne is giving Riley Simon some pressure. Big pressure. Through the loop. This is the battle for 5th.
Todd Hayne, look at this on the back.
Hayne has really worked his way up. Simon.
He's out of there.
He's going to be a sitting duck at the end of this straight.
Throw
it
down
inside. It'll be hard for us to defend this.
Throw it down there, mate.
Looking to make up another position.
He's got it. He's been good under brakes, Todd has.
Simon has no answer. A little battle behind there as well.
Yes. Trent.
Preston just passed
Brian
Cooper, I believe.
Paul. Oh, look at that. Trent Gosley's just been given a black flag as well. Oh, no. Oof. He won't be happy with that.
Trent Gosley, black flagged. To position 19. Got Alex Court. Getting a bit of pressure on Hayden Harrison. Court runs a little bit wide through the exit to Hub, down the pit straight. Oh. Closely following Hayden Harrison through Abbey and Farm. Having a look into Village.
Oof. And
side by side. Trying to put the power down. Now set the car up for the bumps. Hayden Harrison hits the sausage curb. That's really stopped his run up through that corner. They're going to exit side by side onto the hanger. And the hanger straight.
What's going to happen here, boys?
Mark Duggan as well.
Duggan's racy.
He's got to watch his championship position here. Fighting with Hayden Harrison.
Well, Hayden Harris
got a lot to lose here, Court. He's got a lot to lose as he's side by side down the hill.
Here we go. Here we go.
What going to do? Is he going to show some patience?
I think that's
really, he's been used to being up the front here, Court.
Out of there.
Duggan runs very wide.
Hayden Harrison, he's keen to get the throttle down.
Oh, Court.
Yep, let's have a look at the front. Darren and Jamie Davis, only about 3/10 in.
Davis has got a run on Caldwell as well. Down the hanger straight. It's down to less than 1/10 of a second. Caldwell's going to shut the door for sure. He does. Davis sits back and waits. He's got laps up his sleeve. 5 more to go.
5 more to go. This might be the.
This might be hard work for Caldwell. Hold this man back. Davis up from 22nd on the grid.
Wow, that's an
himself
amazing.
in second.
That's an amazing piece of driving, isn't it? That's good racecraft. Good racecraft through traffic, and just seeing
Well
Darren.
settled. Caldwell settled. I think he might have made a little mistake onto the hanger straight. A little bit of traffic in front of him, Caldwell. He's got Timo Bradley in front of him in the Redback Racing Bow Repairs car.
Both would be thinking, just got to settle this down. Couple of laps to go.
No, he's got to know. His job here is to get out of the way. Do not make it hard for these two.
Got to get the exit.
Davis has got another good run onto hanger. He's in the draft. He's in the slipstream. Was getting a little bit of assistance as well there, though. Another lap goes.
Yeah, I think he had some good pace out of there. Yeah, what's going to happen here?
Caldwell, big understeer through Stowe. Oh, Davis is having a look. A bit of gee.
Wow.
I thought he was going to hit Timo Bradley there for a second. Bradley, Timo, you got to get out of the way. It's not your race here. 2 leaders are right behind you.
Get out of the way.
Caldwell leads it into lap 27. Got a battle for the lead here in the dying stages of round 5. And he's got out of the way, but Caldwell's might have just been a little bit off foot there. Davis,
it's put him
better
off
car at this point in time. You can see the body language. He's got more grip.
He's
looking
placing
after those
well.
tyres. Caldwell's got to get the run on the hanger straight.
I think Darren's got a bit of good drive out of there, but you're right, Jamie Davis is very, very comfortable with the tyre.
Caldwell's had to go defensive into Stowe. Davis is going to get him. He's got to go around the outside, and that's a hard task. Oh, look at the mixed up lines. Caldwell's car's got a lot of understeer there. They're going to go side by side down the hill. Davis giving him a bit of squeeze to the Vale. Got to go around. You can do it around the outside, but not this lap.
Not this lap, no. Wow, great
Well,
driving.
holds him off again.
Fantastic driving by both these
He's got
guys.
still 3 more laps of hard work here. Davis is getting the run out of there. He's getting brilliant exits out of these corners. Oh, and that's not the place to have a look, but he's pressuring. Caldwell's going to have to go defensive into Village. He's going to have to leave it off to the right-hand side of the track. Yes, that's the way to do it. Can he pull the car up, though?
He's done well.
do, but Davis does better. He's got the run, and they're side by side through the loop. Davis has taken the lead. Caldwell.
Davis. Sideways out of there.
Caldwell has to answer back immediately, otherwise he's got very little chance of picking back the lead. Have a look. It's going to be hard from back that far, though. I just don't think he's got the front tyres to do it now.
No, I think Davey Davis has got the better front on it. You can see the way he was being able to position the car in those last couple of laps. And
Davis. Looks like he's going to bounce back from a couple of poor rounds.
You wouldn't be right off Darren right now. Look at this, the exit on that.
Caldwell fighting back.
He is not giving up. He's like, that's fine. Here we go.
Davis.
He's making him work for it. Fantastic racing. These guys are just absolutely brilliant the way they're giving each other the space.
2-second lead back to Benjamin Saron and Tony Gaffer with a great drive, only 3 seconds. Todd Hayne now, though, closing in. Will stay with the leaders. Lap 29, only this lap and another one to go.
Looked like Jamie Davis went a bit deep there on the last couple of corners, but he's had a really great exit off the back straight there.
Well, he's going to have to pull one out here. He's going to have to it's going to have to do something drastic to be able to pull back this lead, or is he going to settle for second? Not the sort of man to settle for second, though.
No, gee, look, he's that last corner off the main straight, off the back straight there. He's getting a really deep run into there. Closing up under brakes into the final switchback. Taking a shallower line there on the last corner.
On a lap 30 now. Might have done enough. Well in second. Ron has just passed Tony Gaffer for third. Oh no, so that was already. So Ron in third. Tony Gaffer fourth. Todd Hayne. Hayne's definitely closing up on Gaffer. Riley Hyman's in sixth. but it looks like it's going to be Jamie Davis tonight.
I'll tell you what, Caldwell's giving him a run for his money. Fantastic. And Jamie Davis, hats off. 22nd position, starting position, I believe, Jamie.
That's right, that's correct.
What a drive
Caldwell
through.
late braking into Stowe.
Very late.
Going to have one more crack. This is probably his last chance. It's a long way back, but he might have a dive.
Davis put it down the inside there a little bit.
To make a mistake now. I don't think he's going to form he's been in tonight. He's got the headlights flashing. And he crosses the line to win round 5.
And well done, Jamie Davis. Well done to Darren Caldwell as well for second place. And Benjamin Saron, fantastic third. Well, amazing.
The early leader.
And look at that. Tony Gaffer, 4th place as well. Brilliant. What a great bit. I thoroughly enjoyed that race. I thought that was fantastic. Passing everywhere. Well done, guys. And
he's doing a bit of drifting. And he's got the burnout going. Oh, she's a nice one. He's really flinging that thing around.
He's pretty happy. Well,
we've been surprised. Should be with that drive.
Yeah,
that's a brilliant
absolutely.
drive.
We've been surprised with where he's been over the last few rounds, and that's a great return.
Return to form, Jamie Davis. Caldwell, he'd be happy with that. He'd be a little bit disappointed to be able to hold on to the lead, but he's had a up and down sort of season. So
he has, yeah. No, he'd be proud of that.
Second place.
Yeah, he should be very proud of that.
He's got the pace to be up there. If he can just qualify a bit better, he's got the pace to be up running with the front runners.
100%. Yep, well done. Darren Caldwell, Phase 4 Motorsport. Sensational result.
Alex Court, our championship leader, has brought it home in 12th position, running in 31st, so he's made up a fair few positions there, Alex Court. Through the finishing positions. But Jamie Davis, first place. 4/10 of a second to Caldwell, 1.5 seconds to Benjamin Saron, Tony Gaffer, Hain, Charlie Simons, Bill McNamara. McNamara 7th, 29th. So he's made up 22 positions, pretty similar to what Jamie Davis made up as well.
That's a pretty good drive.
Ryan Cooper, Martin Turner finished 9th from 28th. Pidwell, 2nd from starting. 11th from 2nd on the grid. Alex Court, Cameron Veacock, Jacob Brewer, Mark Duggan made up 10 positions in that race. Hayden Harrison, Lasseth Leonage. He made up 7 positions.
Yeah, great. He looked racy. I think he got caught up in some stuff there. I heard him on the radio at one point.
It was pretty hard to avoid a lot of action but in that mid-pack there.
Scott
McCune. McCune in 18th. Chris Barnes, who I would have had a black flag at some point in time.
He did.
In 19th, Trent Gossley got involved in a fair bit of action there. He'd be disappointed to finish in 20th. But Piggott, 21st. Luke Holland, who was the fastest man in qualifying, 22nd from a grid position of 32. Tim Mulford, who was leading the race at one stage there, finds himself back in 23rd at the end of the race. Leading the race, but I'm not sure if that was due to pit stops.
I think there was some drama.
No, he started in 4th. No, he had the late pit stop. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Finds himself in 24th. Marty Hanson in 25th. Mitch Campbell, 26th. Chris Kerr, 27th. Wesley Davis, 28th. Paul Preston. Paul Preston would have liked to have probably made up. I think he was in that top 10 at one stage there. So something's happened to him in the last few laps to find himself back in 29th. Hey, Lewis, 30th. Craig Newell, 31st. Michael Stewart, 32nd. Timo Bradley, who we saw involved at the end of the race, 33rd. Dean Powell, 34th. Michael Dumbrell, 35th. Lee Davis got a few laps in there at the start, but only managed to finish 36th in the pace car. That's a good effort. That's his best effort for the season so far.
Only 26 laps down. Probably opportunity to say a big thanks again to Nationwide Tracking Systems. for their major support with the series and, of course, with this race. And again, once again, to Abruzzi Raceware, Track Racer, Dripping Paints Graphic, Race Management Services, Coghlan Engineering, Track Cams for Gourmets, and also to our race control guys in Split 1. A fantastic call. They were busy. They had the slide rulers out, replays on, and the abacus to try and work out how many laps people are at. So that was fantastic. But they've done a great job. So well done. Well done, boys. And a great call, Jamie, from you. So congratulations. I think we better get these guys up.
They've still got the adrenaline pumping. Yeah, get them in here.
The commentary box here and find out from their perspective how it all went. Let's go grab. Now, who have we got here in the greenware? We've got.
Going to go with the winner first tonight.
Ooh.
Okay, no, Benjamin Saron from third place.
Third place.
Benjamin Saron. I can finally know if I'm pronouncing his surname correctly or not.
Ben Saron, congratulations on third, mate. Well done. What a battle. Talk us through it, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much for that. My my biggest fear was choking at the start. It was, I hate to say it, but I only came in 10 minutes before qualifying ended. Had some family things to attend. So, yeah, coming into qualifying, it was a bit nerve-wracking, really. And all the guys chuckled and said, hey, guess what? You might be on pole for this reverse grid race. And lo and behold, yes, yeah, I was. So, yeah, it was cool. It was very cool. Very, very intense there right at the end with Tony Gaffer. I thought he had me there, but yeah, it was good. Very good.
Fantastic, mate. And yeah, absolutely. And how was the car how was the tyres and the car through the race? It looked like it was starting to get a bit slippery slidey there at one point.
Yeah, that was they went off like a light switch. So I think it was a good thing that the safety car was out for a couple of laps. I could sort of maintain the tyre set in the first run, and then the second run, about I think it was 7 laps to go. I asked Simon how many laps, and he said 7, and I went, "Oh, that's 7 too many."
Hilarious. Yeah, look, it was interesting to watch because we had we could really see the car moving around, and lots of cars sliding, but it was all about the tyre management. So well done, mate. Fantastic result in third, and look forward to seeing you in the next race.
Thank you very much. Yep, I'd like to take a shout out to FS Simulator. They're my own brand of sim. It's been quite a cool project and cool to have it on the car. Cool. And the boys back in Team Dribble Racing.
And your surname? How do you pronounce your surname?
Siron.
Siron.
Okay. Siron. Like a Ninor Siron.
Thanks for that, Jamie. No, we were guessing at that one, so mate. So that's great. We'll probably still get it wrong, so apologies up front for next time, mate.
No, that's fine. That's perfect.
All right, mate. We'll let you go.
Put in positions you don't care how it's pronounced.
That's exactly right. That's right.
Well done,
champagne.
Exactly, mate. Well, enjoy it. You've earned it tonight.
Thanks, guys. Ben. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Very cool. So we'll get Darren Corbell up here from Phase 4 Motorsport P2. Here he is. Darren Corbell.
Darren.
P2, mate. Congratulations.
Yo, Biote. How you doing, boys?
Mate, as good as you, Darren.
Yeah.
Good race. Nearly managed to hold out Jamie Davis there at the end. And have the tyres to fight with him by the looks of it.
Yeah, I probably should have gone a bit sort of easier on my tyres, I think, on that second stint. I was trying to get past Mulford and I think I cooked him a bit. But yeah, no, it was a good battle with Jamie at the end there. I saw he did a 4.7, my crew chief told me, and I was like, uh-oh, he's coming.
Yeah, there was no holding him back tonight.
Yeah, he was quick.
He was quick. We could see him coming in your mirror, and but you did a great job there, mate. Really, I think when you watch the race back, as we got to see some really good, clean, hard racing, which was fantastic, and
exciting battle there for
absolutely. And between yourself and Jamie in those races, for people who are looking to get in and want to race hard, that's a really good example of how you do it. So, yeah, congratulations, Darren. Great work, mate.
Thanks, boys. Really enjoyed it.
Anybody you want to call out sponsors-wise, now's your chance.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big shout out to Sim Tech Help. One of the guys down there has been helping me with how I've been driving. Might be yourself, Jamie.
Yeah.
Credit
here. I think you know what you're doing, Darren. I think you know what you're doing there.
Yeah, also like to thank Visible and Track Racer and Race Circuit Art. And, yeah.
Fantastic, mate. Yeah, fantastic. Well done, mate.
See you at the front next round at Alton Park as well, hopefully.
No, fingers crossed. I'm pumped now. I'm fired up.
Excellent. That's the way we like it.
Well done, Darren.
Cheers, boys. Thank you.
All right, mate. Thank you. Great. Well done for Darren in P2 there. We'll get the man of the hour, Jamie Davis, in now. Jamie Davis, congratulations, mate. P1. Hell of a drive back from 22nd, I believe. How'd you do that?
Thank you very much. Just kept it clean. Just I was in the right spot at the right time with the carnage, and then
there was a little bit, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was a little bit at the start, but then then the big bottleneck when the safety car was called, and we all couldn't figure out where we were.
Right. Okay. We could see a bit of tussling back there on the replay, and I'm sure you'll watch back the broadcast. But the charge through the after the pit stops there, Jamie, I think you did a 4.7 or a 4.7 or 4.6, I think, on the fastest lap for the race, charging down Darren. So you clearly had the pace in the car with the tyres at that point. So amazing.
How did you manage those tyres?
Well, with the safety car running, I think 4 laps or nearly 5 laps or something. So I just wanted to run the first stint as long as I could and look after it without sliding everywhere and just no stupid dive bomb moves and stuff to run a bit longer. So I didn't come out in amongst all the traffic and stuff and have fresher tyres at the end.
Yeah, great, smart racecraft there, Jamie. Yeah, well done, mate. Any shout outs and for sponsors, etc., mate?
Firstly, I'd like to wish me baby sister a happy birthday for yesterday, and my nephew who turns 3 today, happy birthday, Chase. Thanks for Dripping Paint Graphics, Bell Photography, simsnap.com, and all the boys at PSR.
Jamie, I thought you were going to wish me a happy birthday for yesterday there, mate. That was starting to get a bit weird. But
sorry, mate. I feel rude. Happy birthday.
Nah, that's all right, mate. I mean, while we're here, I might as well. But congratulations, mate. Well done. We've been talking about you over the last few races as well. Where is Jamie Davis? I think we've just found him. He's back. So we're looking forward to seeing you back in the mix at Alton Park as well, mate. So congratulations. Great stuff.
Thank you very much.
Excellent, mate.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Jamie, that's a massive one. Again, big thanks to Nationwide Tracking Systems, Abruzzi Raceware, Track Racer, Dripping Paints Graphic, Race Management Services, Coghlan Engineering, Track Cams for Gourmets, JP as well for running this NTS V8 E-Championship, Race Control, and of course yourself, Jamie, as well, mate. What a magnificent call you've had.
And yourself, Ben, and yourself.
If there's an award at the end of the season for calls, I think you might be leading the charge there, mate. That's fantastic.
It was great. It was a very enjoyable race to commentate with the reverse grid. Hopefully we get another one throughout the season. That would be a nice little bonus.
Absolutely.
We've still got, what was that, round 5 of a 13-round season? And next week we're at Alton Park Island Track.
Oh, God. That'll be a challenge.
Very bumpy and up and down, undulating sort of track. So
yeah, that's going
to sort them out again.
That'll sort them out from the boys, right?
Very tight.
Well, we better call it quits and stop high-fiving and backslapping each other, and we'll see everybody at the next round at Alton Park.
Time next week.
No worries, mate. I'll see you then.